This is another quick update. It's still pretty much the same thing, except I added one other grass tile just to kind of experiment with that. So there's two different types of grass, but I've changed the mechanics of this. So now when I click on things, like let's say I click on this grass tile. Let's say I click on this grass tile. I don't have icons in place right now. I need to take the icons, but each of these represent a different thing. Basically, it's taking a look at the tiles around it. So, for instance, there is a forest, there is crystal, and there is rock. Since each one of those are available, I end up with three options. Right now, crystal doesn't actually do anything yet. It will later, but I haven't added anything to the tech tree yet. So what happens... let's see. Let me pick one that's right next to nothing, for instance. This one is next to nothing. The only thing that I can add here is a farm. It costs 5, so I'll add it. So there's my farm. And I'm just creating little graphics to kind of try to resemble a farm. I'm planning on improving and upgrading these over time. I'll pick one next to a rock. Now this one could be a farm or a quarry. I'm pretty sure the second one's going to show up as the quarry, so I'll click on that. And there's my quarry, which of course, graphics again need to be improved. Alright, and then let's see, I'll drag somewhere else, and then let's go ahead and click. And you can see this one has a couple things here. It has the 5 items, it has the items worth 5, so that is a Forester's Guild. That should be this one, I believe. I don't remember. Anyway, but it has a Forester's Guild, a farm, and the quarry that I could add. But you'll also notice it has one worth 20. This one is supposed to be an item that requires both a quarry and some other object. I'll go ahead and add it, which right now this allows me to do stuff. Oh, and there is that one I don't have a game object associated with it yet for producing this structure. But let me go ahead and show you this hierarchy, if I can. So this is the game hierarchy, and you can see here's the game itself, the menu bar that's showing up, the manager, but here's the different items in it. So I have a farm, and the farm, everything in here is already set up, the prereqs are set up. I'm going to go ahead and drag this item out here. I'll just add it as a tab to this window. I can't. Alright, but you can see that on the farm, I can set the icon, which I don't have any yet. I can set the structure, which is just going to be a prefab to place whatever tile is selected, how much it costs, how much it earns, and how often it earns it in seconds. It also has a list of requirements, and for whatever types of buildings, and it has requirements for forest, stone, and crystal. So over here, farm doesn't require anything. That can pretty much just be placed anywhere. The Forester's Guild, on the other hand, has to, whoops, I just clicked on that, has to be next to a forest. The quarry has to be next to stone. Next is the Carpenter's Hall. The Carpenter's Hall requires a Forester's Guild next to it, so it's checking for these things. As soon as I get icons in place, this will be a lot more clear. Farmer's Market requires a farm right next to it, and it costs 20. Paid Masons. Oh, this is the 21. So this one costs 20, it earns you 2 every 5 seconds, and it has to be placed next to a quarry. So that's kind of the principle of this game, that everything will be, all the tech tree is available immediately, it just has requirements of what it's built next to.